For the last 3 months, this thing has been on my wrist 24/7. I've worked out with it, slept with it, even showered with it, and I haven't had to charge it for a week. And it could probably go longer than a week, but I like to ensure that I don't forget to charge it, so I charge it every week. This is the Whoop 5.0, a fitness tracker with no screen that promises to unlock your body's analytics and maybe even turn back your biological clock. But in the world of smartwatch devices, where we're used to screens that can literally do everything, does a band that you have to pay for every single year make sense? They say it's like having a personal health coach on your wrist. In this Let's Be Honest review, I'm going to break down the shocking battery life and the data that may actually change your life. And finally, who's this really for and whether it's really worth your money. So who am I? I am Stuart, a 55-year-old individual who's working to climb the steps of success post-layoff, workforce reduction, or firing, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a professional athlete, far from it. I was a work-from-home employee who became very stagnant and who ate and slept poorly. You're not going to see me run a marathon or win a weightlifting contest. I'm in the early stages of my refitness effort. I work to walk 5 times a week. I try to sleep enough. Am I pushing too hard on tired days? Is the sleep I'm getting actually doing its job? Well, that's the exact problem Whoop claims it can solve. So I brought one with my own money. I'm not sponsored by Whoop or anything. I wanted to see if this minimalist band could deliver on its massive promises. And after more than a few months of continuous data, I've got some answers. The first thing you've got to get used to with the Whoop is what's actually missing: a screen. It literally is just a band. Your wrist is just your wrist again. And honestly, I like it. You just set it and forget it. Whoop is the exact opposite of what we're used to. It's built to collect data in the background so you can stay focused on whether you're in a workout or a meeting. All your insights are waiting for you here in the app, which means you engage with your data when you want. The feature that completely changes the game is the battery life. Now, Whoop on their website claims the 5.0 has a 14-day battery. A huge jump from some of the other devices that I use that really go 4 to 5 days. And I can tell you, they aren't kidding. I mean, I literally wear this thing, don't charge it but once a week, and it could probably go longer. You really just set it on your wrist and forget it. Okay, so it lasts forever and doesn't distract you. But what does it actually do? The whole Whoop system is built on 3 pillars: sleep, strain, and recovery. And this is where the magic really happens. Every morning, I open up the app to see where my scores are from the previous day, and it starts with sleep. It gives you a detailed breakdown of your sleep stages: light, deep, and REM, and tracks things like your respiratory rate and how consistent your sleep schedule is. Then it gives you a performance score out of 100%. The app's AI coach tells you exactly how much sleep you needed based on your previous day's activities versus how much you actually got. And that's a real game changer. Seeing a 7-hour night of sleep count as only 80% of what my body required was a huge wake-up call to go to bed earlier. The next item is recovery. And this is probably Whoop's most important metric. Your recovery score from 0 to 100% again is calculated on your HRV, or heart rate variability, your resting heart rate, and sleep performance. This score tells you how ready your body is to handle stress. It's color-coded. Green means you're recovered and ready to go hard. Yellow means you're maintaining and should probably aim for a more moderate day. And red means you're run down, tired, or maybe even getting sick, and you should take it easy. And I'm trying to start live by this. On green days, I go maybe a little bit more strenuous on the lift. On the red days, I swap the gym for a light walk. It actually teaches you to listen to your body in a way that I've never seen before. And then finally, there's strain. Strain is Whoop's measurement of the total cardiovascular load your body takes on all day, on a scale of 0 to 21. Based on your recovery, the app gives you target strain range for a day. If you're in the green, it's probably suggest a strain of 14 to 18. And if you're in red, it tells you to keep it under 10. This really does create an amazing feedback loop. Your strain, your sleep, and your recovery score tells you how well you did, and then guides your strain for the next day. It really is a smart and intuitive system. And so, but let's get to the brutal, honest truth. The subscription. Seems like everything is going to a subscription model, but this is the part that we need to talk about. The big catch, the cost. You don't actually buy the Whoop 5.0 device. You subscribe to the service and the band comes with it. And that's probably the single biggest hurdle for entry for a lot of people. And it's where this review gets brutally honest. Whoop has 3 membership tiers. The basic Whoop one, the plan when I last saw it was about $199 a year. The peak tier, which is what most people will probably go, and that's what I went for, is about $239 a year, and unlocks the stress monitor and the health span analysis, which is what I use. And then there's the top tier life plan at $359 a year, which includes medical grade features like an FDA ECG and blood pressure measure insights within the Whoop MG device. But let's be real, it's tough times out there right now. And $239 every single year may be a lot for a lot of people to ask for a fitness tracker when you can buy others that are less than that. But it does come with, and understand you're getting best in class. Some of the AI coaching I've seen on here, from sleep to recovery to workout to eating to walking, make you stop and think, is the gadget worth it? And do you not kind of need to start thinking about this as your digital health consultant that you've hired? And is this the direction that we're going from a health perspective? But for some people, this is a deal breaker, and I totally get it. If you just want to count your steps, this is not for you. But if you are generally serious like I am about optimizing your performance, sleep, and health, then the value starts to make a lot of sense. For me, the insights I've gotten over the last few months have absolutely been worth the price. But you have to be actually willing to look at the data to make the changes. If you're just going to see your scores and ignore the advice, truthfully, you should probably go with one of the other more affordable choices. Beyond the big stuff, there are a few other things worth mentioning. The automatic activity detection is amazing. Went to the driving range and it knew I was golfing. I'll go for a walk and the Whoop almost always picks it up without me doing a thing. The journal feature is also nice to have to kind of remember what you've done and eaten throughout the day. You log everything from caffeine and alcohol to see exactly how those will affect your sleep and recovery score. As for the downsides, I upgraded my band, as you can see here. The standard band, they're comfy, they dry, they work in the water, but it does stay a little damp after a shower or workout, which gets kind of annoying. Two, my wrist is kind of big, and so it's a real snug fit, but not too tight. The other thing is it doesn't have a built-in GPS, so if you want to track or map your runs, and I'm not there yet, you still have to use your phone, so it has some misses. So after all that, who should actually go out and subscribe to the Whoop 5.0? And I'm going to go nerdy. I'm a former IT guy, and so this is the data for the nerds. It's for either a person who's really getting back into fitness. For a lot of people, it's for the triathletes, the marathon runners, and people who, like me, want to recover faster by understanding their body on a molecular level. Who is it not for? It's really not for the casual user who just wants to hit 10,000 steps. It's not someone who wants a smart watch that buzzes with notifications and pays for their coffee. And it's definitely not for someone on a tight budget. So if you're over 55 like me, it really depends on where you are on your health status and how serious it is to you. So my final call on the Whoop 5.0 is I like it. It is part of my plan. I believe for me it is worth the money at that $239 price. We'll see where it goes in the future. My brutal honest answer is it's a conditional yes. For the right person who's really active and really serious about their workouts and their fitness transformation, this thing is amazing. The incredible battery life, phenomenal. One of the best that I've seen out of all the health trackers that I've used. And the app really does give you really detailed information, right? I mean, I looked at the app the other day and it said I was 65 years old based on my health factors. But it's helping me train, it's helping me sleep better, and it's improving my daily habits. So my yes comes with an asterisk. The subscription is going to be what determines and how much I invest in this long term. Let me know where you are in your journey. Tell me what health tracker you're using. Tell me what you think about the annual fee in this subscription system. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to review the Oura Ring up next as a comparison, and I'll compare all three. But this is my brutal, honest take on the Whoop 5.0. It's an amazing tool, but it's not necessary for everyone. This is Stu 55 and Beyond, and I'll see you next week. Have a great day, have a great week, and I'll see you again.